Whole Story Quest Audiobooks presents The Summer of New Beginnings by Helen J. Rolfe, narrated by Brigid Lohrey. Chapter 1. Mia. Mia Marcello had spent her entire life proving her capabilities. As a little girl, she'd helped fold laundry, prepare dinner, and use the dustpan and brush to clean the floor when leaves from outside blew into the house. When her siblings were throwing toys in the cupboard at random, there she was, sorting their possessions out into neat piles and restacking the shelves. When crockery was left in the sink, she'd wash it up. When dirty socks were left on the floor, she'd scoop them up and deposit them in the washing basket. And by the time her teenage years were upon her, she'd never once neglected her sense of responsibility, especially if it meant she got to take charge rather than her brother Will, who was given duties merely because he was the oldest. As Mia transitioned from her teens to early adulthood, she tackled any hurdles that came her way, knocking them down one by one so seamlessly they often went unnoticed. She spent her life worrying about not only herself, but everyone else around her, and her doctor had told her more than once that she needed to realize she wouldn't be able to fix the world's problems on her own. Still, sometimes it would be nice to solve at least one when it came to her family. Echoes of Mia's childhood remained as she picked up the iPad, ready to call her younger sister Jasmine in London. She had already tried her brother Will in New York, as she wanted to catch him before he left for work, but he wasn't picking up the landline or his mobile. She thought back to his teenage years when she'd spent many a time yelling at him to get out of the shower in the mornings. He was known to belt out a tune and take his own sweet time, and she wondered whether this was what he was doing now. Wherever Will was, this wasn't the sort of announcement that could be left on a voicemail, especially when their relationship had been put through a lifetime of strain already. Mia gave up on her brother for now. She'd have to call Jasmine first. She'd left her sister until last, because Jasmine worked late most nights and probably wouldn't appreciate the wake-up call, especially not from the sister she didn't particularly get on with for reasons Mia was too tired to think about. Mia, Jasmine and Will had somehow gone from children and teenagers with their petty squabbles over whose turn it was to empty the dishwasher, or who should really have sole possession over the remote control, to adult siblings scattered across 3 different continents. Thousands of miles separated each of them now, and that was only the physical distance. Never mind any other gap that existed between them. Sibling rivalry had become so much more as the years went on.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?